The turkey, they're having a good time out in these woods. And the twins, they've grown up, that's for sure. And old Dirty Dan, he's moved around just a little bit. Welcome, friends. Welcome to the foothills of the Smokies. Another chapter of As the Ridge Turns here in East Tennessee. Now the rain stopped and it's starting to cool down, but it's getting so dry again. So dry. I hope y'all doing well out there. Still pray for our affected people of this hurricane disaster. They'll be having trouble for months, if not years. So let's continue our prayers for them. Thanks so much for praying for them. The woods, they're more dry, getting more of a fire hazard than they are anything now. So many dry leaves on the ground. And the old pond, it's drying back up. Drying back up. But the game and the deer and the turkey really seem to love it. So let's see what stepped in front of the cameras this week of our little friends. Well, up on the ridge, the old little ponds are just running wild, having a good time. And they're growing like weeds too. They done grown. Spots are almost gone. Now right here is a rare glimpse of another set of twins, a younger set, still feeding off of mommy, trying to nurse. At a distance, I thought that was a strange picture to catch. And they just run back and forth through these woods. They can get gone quick. And they just mosey all day browsing, wherever they happen to mosey to. But they just lay down when they get tired, these deer, and just take it easy. No pressure on them. And just let life go by. On a beautiful afternoon. And the turkey, they're too busy looking for these acorns. They're having a good time. Just follow the leader around. All through these big woods. All the little squirrels, the little ground squirrels, there's so many to choose from right now. And they're so busy. Packing them off. And the gray squirrels, like I said, there's just so much to choose from. But they won't last long. A month or so, they'll be gone. But the deer are browsing on them too. They enjoy it. Now here's a rare thing. I thought the thrushes were gone. But here's a thrush on a camera. They should have been gone a month or two ago. And here's a little downy woodpecker. Ain't it beautiful? And you can see the little fawns here growing their winter coat already. And at the rock, well, not the rock, the log, little Chucky's busy, coming and going. But this is Ricky's little favorite spot. He loves it right here. Loves him walnuts. Right in front of the camera. That little bushy tail, hard at work. He picks him one out and he goes to town. He can go through them, can't he? He's busy. Ain't got time to fool around. And up at the rock, I'm not sure it's Ricky or not, but they're enjoying the walnut too. They enjoying these things. They sawing right through them. And there's plenty to choose from right now. And there is the only time Dirty Dan's out again. Caught him a-going out. And I caught him coming back in. He ain't stirring much. He's getting ready for his nap, but that's still a little ways off. But that's all I got of him. Down at the pond, here's a little blue jay picking around in front of the camera. The weeds are going away. You can see them. They're on just about gone. And there's two little squirrels enjoying the pond. But guess what's watching them? It looks like Tiger, but I can't be sure at the back end of it. He's watching them birds and squirrels. And on the other camera, there's a blue jay there. Just enjoying the afternoon picking around. And I was wondering what this was. Right, nose right on the camera. It's a deer, probably a fawn. And they still enjoying this pond, even though it's drying back up. There's Mommy and the big twins. But the turkeys seem to have control of it this time. They just a scratching and a browsing. Love this pond, but they share it with the other animals. But when the whole flock comes in here, they just root everything out, seems like. They like the bugs, the grub, the worms, whatever they can scratch up in this mud, around these weeds. And there's some big old birds here too. Beautiful birds. Well, anyway, come dark, the old coons is out, coming off the den trees. One's going one way, the other bunch are going the other way. They got things to do too. It's their time of day. The old possums, yep, they out making their rounds too. All little animals scurrying about, got their own business. Don't know what he's got, a big bug, I guess. And they just browse all night long across this ridge, coming and going. And the deer do too. Don't matter what time of day or night it is. The old coyote, they just watching them all. Old Charlie Coyote. Move on, Charlie. And there's old Yaller. Now what makes you think, how do you know it's old Yaller? Well, right here you'll see. The old one-eyed cat. He's been around for about 3 years now. I don't know how he survived that good. But he's still hanging in there. The old coons, they just browsing through. And a deer, the herd just moving across the ridge. And up at the rock, there it looks like Mr. and Mrs. Rocky making her round. And of course old No-Tail running through. He's still hanging in there too. And there's the old flat top. Only one of them this week, the skunk. And of course the possums, this is their home too. They come and go. That's about it for the rock, what was on the camera this week. And back down at the pond, here comes the big old buck coming in. And this looks, right here, like a good old size 8-point right here. Best I can figure, stopping it here. But they're here. They someone's a lot bigger than that. And on the other camera, something's fooling with it. see it moving around. And guess what that is? A coon. He's got to fool with that camera, pull it straight down. Well, that's the end of the pictures for that. There you go. Well, come dawn, the deer herd just moving across the ridge. Down through the rocks, the whole herd's moving. And they've got all their fawns with them too. And the turkey, they off the roost early in the morning. They out making their rounds. Just follow the leader. And another day unfolds here on the ridge. It's a pond. You can see what spots is left on it. But anyway, it's time for the little squirrels. They're so busy. They ain't got time to play around. They're really working at it. Hard from daylight to dark. All over the place. Acorns, hickory nuts, walnuts, it don't matter. They're having a good time. And they're burying them, packing them, eating them. Moving on through. Even in teens. Their time of year. And they busy burying them too. Well, there you go. Got a big old walnut. They love them walnuts. Well, there's what stepped in front of the cameras this week, guys. Tune in next week for another chapter of As the Ridge Turns. We'll see what they're up to. So I want to say God bless, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.